All right, so let's wrap up this section on financing vehicles. Before we move on to what to expect in the F&I office, let's talk about an experience that a lot of people inevitably have, which is submitting multiple credit applications across multiple dealerships and wondering what effect does that have on my credit score or to the credit bureaus. So can you talk a little bit about maybe the concept of shotgunning, which is common in the automotive industry, and then grouping or gathering together multiple applications and what the credit bureaus do with that?
Well, shotgunning, so you understand, usually only happens in cases where somebody is less than super prime or prime.
Okay.
So once you start getting into standard credit and you want to really try and find a better rate for somebody.
Can you explain what shotgunning is?
I'm about to.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oftentimes, what the finance department will do is they will submit the credit application to maybe 5, 6, or 7 different lending institutions at the same time in order to try and find you a better rate.
Yep.
That's called shotgunning your credit application. Okay, it just goes out to a mass number of institutions at one time.
Yep.
And that's different than when somebody has super prime credit and they look at it and they go, okay, with this credit, we need to go to Bank of America so we know they're going to give us the lowest possible rate.
Sure.
So now, how does all those loan applications impact, say, your credit score? Well, my understanding is that if you're shopping for a similar item, like an automobile,
Yep.
And you go to several different dealerships and they submit your credit app to several different banks, over that 30-day period of time,
Yep.
that counts as one inquiry.
Yep.
Now, I know that's what they say.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% convinced that that's what they do.
I agree with you. So, it's published, and these are really smart organizations,
Yes.
the credit bureaus. And so their algorithms and their scores, they don't necessarily, in theory, ding you if you go to 3 different dealerships and have your application shot.
Well, in theory, they don't. In reality, they probably do.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So in
Yes.
theory,
Yeah.
it says, no, that's actually just counted as 1. Who really knows? It's a bit of a black box.
I will tell you from experience,
Yep.
in reality, it doesn't count as 1, it counts as many.
But it's also important to recognize that these companies are updating what they do, you would hope and you would imagine, every year, every quarter.
Sure.
And so things are going to evolve. So by the
Yes.
time you're watching this, it could be
Yeah.
entirely different, but it's important to recognize that if you can, try and limit the amount of inquiries on your into your credit, because
Yes.
it's just a general best practice. You don't necessarily want to have all that.
It indicates to banks that, well, he's looking or she's looking for a lot of loans. Why?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Don't open Pandora's box.
well, not if you want to be happy.